try to get through the danger zone on one of the wildest courses we've ever seen. It's going to be fast-paced, and these drivers better get geared up and dialed in. Bigfoot, Gravedigger, Little Tiger, Pastrana 199, Aftershock, and so many more great trucks are ready and willing to throw it down here tonight. Hello everyone from the MTA booth, Steve Jones at your service on commentary, and we're getting ready to let go of 32 of the baddest monster trucks on the MTA circuit here tonight at Danger Zone. All of them trying to become the Danger Zone champion. Now, as we get ready to get round one kicked off, up first in round one is going to be Joseph Nelson in the Destroyer Ford. He will draw up against Nathaniel Wiggins, a former one-time Thunder champion. It's the Traxxas T-Max ready to go on the inside lane. So, it's going to be a battle of Ford Oval here to kick off round one at the Danger Zone. Who will advance on to round two? We're about to find out as we get set for green. Off the line, then goes Destroyer, pulling a slight lead now. T-Max coming back out of the car. It's close down to the wire, and T-Max looks like he pulled it out going across the finish line over Destroyer out of that far lane as we go down to our photo finish. And in fact, Nathaniel Wiggins and T-Max is your round one winner over Destroyer. Now next up in round one, the Iceman returns. Jeffrey Skipper, U.S. Air Force Afterburner. He's trying to get a first big event win in quite some time. He's ready to go now in that far lane. Over here on the inside lane, we've got Spooky bringing in the brand new Gangster Machine to the Danger Zone. Whole trucks are now staged up at the line. Green light going down. Now Skipper got him on the line. The Gangster trying to make a comeback. Both of them with some big time air. And the Gangster had the lesser problems out of the inside lane. And Spooky grabs up the round one win over the U.S. Air Force Afterburner here tonight at Danger Zone. So Spooky will be back in round two in the Gangster. Next up in round one, the veteran himself, James Valancourt behind the wheel of the U.F.O. Ford out of Cinnamissa, New Jersey. Now ready to take on a brand new truck making its debut right here tonight. The Snowhawk, Nicholas Moore out of the far lane ready to rock and roll here at the Danger Zone. Both trucks are staged. The Hummer takes on the Ford. Green light goes down now off the line. Hummer's got the lead. Now the Ford trying to play catch up over the cars. Snowhawk turns it over the finish line. And Valancourt didn't have enough in the tank to close the gap. And Snowhawk, your round one winner after a wild rollover. Next up in round one at the Danger Zone, it's the veteran Aaron Church bringing Bakugan Dragonoid to the line. He will take on the 1941 Willies. Little Miss Dangerous out of that far lane. Savannah Zillagy's been making a pretty big name for herself out here on the MTA circuit, looking for her first big win here tonight. So is the veteran in Dragonoid. Who's it going to be at the line now? Green light goes down. It's Savannah Zillagy. Little Miss Dangerous in the lead. Dragonoid kind of comes back on her. He doesn't have enough. And Little Miss Dangerous grabbing up the round one win here tonight at Danger Zone. Dragonoid on the trailer. We'll see the 41 Willies back in round two competition. Next up, we've got the Built for Tough Blue Thunder. Charlie Stevens at the wheel ready to take on long-awaited returning Kieran Adams crash test dummy out of that far lane. He is ready to rock and roll. The Ford's looking good, but Charlie Stevens, still new kid on the block on the MTA circuit. He's been getting that old Built for Tough Blue Thunder dialed in. What's he got against the veteran here tonight? Both trucks are staying at the line. Crash test dummy and Blue Thunder. Green light goes down. Now they're even off the start. Crash test dummy with a slight lead. Blue Thunder's coming back on him, and he picks up the win over CTD in that far lane. Blue Thunder Ford is advancing into round two competition. Charlie Stevens looking strong. Kieran Adams and Crash Test Dummy on the trailer. Next up in round one, Chris Baluk, the Samson Chevrolet, ready to rock and roll to take on Justin Lamb, the old Midnight Rider himself. Still trying to grab up a big-time win out here. So's Chris Baluk and the brand-new Samson Chevrolet on the inside lane. Who's taking home the round one victory here at the Danger Zone? We're about to find out now as we go green. Midnight Rider with a hole shot. Samson trying to come back on him. The big-time air. Baluk in trouble and brings it around on the last set of cars. Justin Lamb and Midnight Rider, your round one winner. But what a ride for Chris Baluk and the Samson Chevrolet out of the inside lane. Let's go down now and check out our MTA replay. Again, Justin Lamb, Midnight Rider with a hole shot. Watch Samson now start to close the gap. They go over the first jump into no man's land. Some sick air by Baluk, and watch the hard landing. Samson getting out of shape. He gathers it up, didn't turn it over, but the win goes to Midnight Rider here at Danger Zone. Next up in round one is the debut of Jake Ehrlich in the Aftershock Chevrolet. He's taking on Walker Stevens at Son of a Digger, and I have no doubt that kid needs no introduction. He's been out here taking names since his debut in Son of a Digger. Is he going to take one more here tonight in round one against the Aftershock, or is Jake Ehrlich and Aftershock going to pull the upset over Son of a Digger? Green light goes down now, and they're off to a good start. Door handle over the car. Son of a Digger gets the win. Walker Stevens pulls it out over the finish finish line. A tough break for the new kid. Out of the far lane, Aftershock getting crossed up in no man's land. Sits right there in the middle of the track. Son of a Digger is your winner in round one. Next up at round one, we've got the return of Johnny Retlaw, the Excalibur, ready to rock and roll. He's taking on new kid on the block, Jared Booker. Pastrana 199 making its debut here tonight, ready to rock and roll. These bad boys are going to throw it down here in round one. Excalibur taking on Pastrana 199. It's going to come down to who wants it more as we get set to go green. Down the straight stretch now, they're pretty much dead even to the first jump. Pastrana 199 with some big time air, and Booker pulls it out. Johnny Redlaw gets into the barrels in the shutdown area. Excalibur going on the trailer, and Jared Booker, Pastrana 199, will advance into round two competition. Next up in round one, we have got Greg Durbin returning in Brutus. He will now take on Dave Snyder, the Black Pearl Chevrolet over here in the far lane, ready to throw it down here tonight. Both of these drivers have been on the MTA circuit for quite some time, several years. Who's getting the round one win here tonight? Here's the green light now, and down the straight stretch, Black Pearl with the lead. Now Brutus trying to come back on him. Not going to be enough, and Durbin turns it over at the finish line. Brutus upside down, and Dave Snyder in the Black Pearl Chevrolet gather up the round one victory over Brutus as he dumps it on its lid there in the shutdown area. Next up here in round one at Danger Zone, we have got none other than Eric Latiki returning out of Spring, Texas, the King Krunch Chevrolet, ready to throw down the Texas native in the near lane, ready to take on Rich Wagner, the Gravedigger out of Kildover Hills, North Carolina. Driving the 25th anniversary Gravedigger out of that far lane. It's going to be a battle of the bow tie here in round one. Wagner, Kozicki, green light goes down now, and they're off to a good start. King Krunch with a slight lead. The Digger's coming back. Look out, Wagner in trouble. Turning it over in the finish line area. What a ride for the Gravedigger out of the far lane. And looks like Eric had some trouble, and King Krunch out of the inside lane. Let's go back down now to our MTA replay. Off the line, King Krunch got the Gravedigger off the hole shot right here before they go over no man's land. Watch Wagner in the far lane. Pogo's hard on the rear end. He tries to gather it up and cartwheels the truck all the way across the finish line, so the Gravedigger advances into round two if they can get that truck to come back. Next up in round one, we've got the return of the Crazy Cat, Jason Wolf, in the brand new little Tiger machine out of Big Lake, Minnesota, staged up now in the inside lane. He will take on Caden Wilson, who debuted that brand new Jurassic Attack several months ago, trying to get a big win. Who's it going to be as we get ready to go green? Even on the start now, slightly the Little Tiger, maybe up and over the cars now, and Little Tiger, Jason Wolf with some big time air, and he closes out the gap going across no man's land. Little Tiger advances in the round two competition. Not sure what happened to Jurassic Attack. Got crossed up, went over the van stack, nonetheless on the trailer. Next up in round one, we've got the old-time veteran Mike Lanford out of Pensacola, New Jersey, the Outlaw, coming to the line. He will now take on Joey Andrews out of Hagerstown, Maryland, the Black Stallion Ford, ready to rock and roll in the inside lane. And this one is going to be worth the price of admission at Danger Zone. Who's going on to round two? We're about to find out. A Ford Oval battle. Green light goes down now. Outlaw got him on the line. Stallion coming back. They're even to the last set of cars. And Black Stallion may have pulled it out over the Outlaw at the last minute, going across the finish line. A great race nonetheless here at Danger Zone. Lanford was giving him all he had, but let's go down to our photo finish to confirm a winner. It's going to be Joey Andrews and Black Stallion on the inside lane, taking out the Outlaw. Next up in round one at Danger Zone, downtown Mitch Brown returns in Bigfoot. He will now take on newcomer to the scene, Sawyer Ramsdale, Sudden Impact Ford out of Frackville, Pennsylvania. The Ford here in the inside lane out of Pacific, Missouri. Bigfoot, Mitch Brown ready to rock and roll. Another Ford Oval battle. Who's going on to round two competition? Sudden Impact is Bigfoot. Green light goes down now. Impact got him on the line. Bigfoot trying to come back. Look out on the wag wheels. What a ride for Bigfoot. Sudden Impact throwing it down as well as he could against the veteran. And Bigfoot stands it on the tailgate. Mitch Brown satisfying the fans here tonight. What an impressive race by Sawyer out of the far lane. Sudden Impact running strong. Let's go down to our MTA replay. Right here off the line, the rookie got him down the straight stretch. Bigfoot knows he's in trouble, trying to play catch up on him. And watch as he hits the ramp here, sticks it straight up and down on the rear end. Pogos it, rides it across the last set of cars on the tailgate. Nonetheless, an incredible pass, but Sudden Impact is your winner in round one. Next up here at the Danger Zone, it's your boy Matt Sheaver, Gravedigger, the legend, ready to rock and roll. Now to take on Cam Burkhart, newcomer to the scene, the Dragon Machine, ready to go on the inside lane. Again, a brand new truck for Matt Sheaver, Gravedigger, the legend, in that far lane. Both trucks are staying, green light goes down, Legend's got him on the line, Dragon way out of shape, and Paul goes hard on the rear end, and Matt Sheaver and Gravedigger, the legend, showing out here in round one. He will advance on into round two at Danger Zone. What a ride for Cam Burkhart and the Dragon, however, fell short to the legend. Next up, round one competition, Rudy Zilligy returns in rage. He will take on the brand new Madusa Ford. Braylon Mullins ready to go into that far lane. Again, the brand new Madusa ready to throw it down here tonight. What she got against Rudy Zilligy in rage out of the inside lane. We're about to find out who's going on to round two at the Danger Zone. Green light goes down, now they're pretty much even off the line over the first set of cars. Now the big air by Raging Madusa turns it over. What a ride for Braylon Mullins and Madusa, but talk about some sick air by Zilligy and the Rage Machine. What a ride. Madusa goes home, Rage advances into round two, and now as we close out round one competition, new kid on the block, Jeremy Hiles bringing in Escalade to the starting line. Out of that inside lane, he will now take on Pete Piscadlo, the Pure Adrenaline Ford, who made it all the way to the finals at the Revenge Show last month. Can he knock off Escalade here in round one as we go green? Down the straight stretch now, Pure Adrenaline with the lead. Escalade coming back on. What a ride for Jeremy Hiles, turning it over across the finish line. Escalade gets the win here in round one, and Pete Piscadlo and Pure Adrenaline, tough break, he's on the trailer. What a ride for Escalade as we get ready to go into round two competition at Danger Zone. We hope you enjoyed the races so far. 16 of the best trucks still remain, and the other 16 went home on the trailer. Round two action coming up next, right here on the MTA YouTube channel. Don't change that dial. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Danger Zone, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready for round two competition. 16 trucks remain out of 32. And up first here in round two, we've got Spooky coming to the line in the brand new Monster Machine. He will now take on the kid who took home his first Thunder Championship just a couple of months ago, Nathaniel Wiggins, the Traxxas T-Max Ford, ready to go on the inside lane. One of these drivers advancing on to round three. Gungster taking on T-Max. Here's the green light now, and down the straight stretch. Gungster with a slight lead. T-Max trying to come up with it. Doesn't have enough. Gungster turns it over the finish line. Old Spooky making sure he picked up the win. And T-Max was holding it down on the inside lane, just got crossed up over the last set of cars. As we go back and take another look here, Spooky and Gungster out of that far lane had the whole shot. T-Max came back on them down the straight stretch. Watch right here as they go up and over no man's land. T-Max getting way out of shape, but so does Gungster. Rolls it across the finish line, but does pick up the round two win. T-Max on the trailer. Next up in round two competition, it's Nicholas Moore returning. The Snowhawk Hummer ready to rock and roll. Now ready to take on Savannah Zilligy. The 1941 Willys, Little Miss Dangerous, now in the inside lane. A lane she hasn't ran all night. She's going to try to throw it down against the brand new Snowhawk in that far lane. Both trucks now stays at the line. Green light going down. Off the line, Snowhawk with a whole shot. Little Miss Dangerous out of shape now, and Snowhawk will pick up the win. Nice save there by Nicholas Moore out of the far lane. And he will put Snowhawk into round three competition as we get ready to take you back to our photo finish, ladies and gentlemen. It was close, but Snowhawk did pull it out. And right here, you see it by about 3/4 of a truck length lead. Snowhawk did pull it out over Little Miss Dangerous. Next up in round two, we've got the return of Charlie Stevens. The built for tough Blue Thunder looks strong in round one competition. Ready now to take on Justin Lamb. Midnight Rider ready to go in that far lane. I don't believe these two have met before on the MTA circuit, so they're going to show each other up here as we go green. Down the straight stretch right now, they're dead even to the first jump, and Charlie Stevens walks it out, loses the body, turns it over. What a ride for Blue Thunder. And Justin Lamb and Midnight Rider, not to discredit him, was right there with him the whole time. But what an incredible pass by Charlie Stevens and Blue Thunder. We got to go back down now to our MTA replay. Take another look at this, ladies and gentlemen. What a wild race it was. And right here, as they go down the straight stretch, they're pretty much door handle to door handle all the way down to the first jump. Watch as Blue Thunder skies it out, nose first in the air, rides the wheel stand all the way across, losing the body, and he did pick up the win by inches over Midnight Rider. So the crew is going to get the body back on the Blue Thunder and get him back in action for round 3. Coming up next, Midnight Rider on the trailer. Next up in round 2, Jared Booker looked wicked fast in round 1. Pastrana Run 99 is running strong. He will now take on Walker Stevens in the son of a digger machine over here in the inside lane. This one ought to be a dandy. Both trucks are bad fast here tonight at Danger Zone. The question is, who's going to round 3? Here's the green light down in there, even down the straight stretch. Lead now to Pastrana 199. Son of a digger coming back on him. And a good save there by Walker Stevens going across the finish line. Still not sure who got the win as we get ready to check out our photo finish. What a ride it was for both drivers. Your winner, Walker Stevens and son of a digger by about half a truck over Pastrana 199. And next up in round 2, Rich Wagner returns in the Grave Digger. 25th anniversary, went for a ride there in the first round. He is now back in that far lane, ready to get it dialed in, but one truck that looked fast. Dave Snyder, the Black Pearl Chevrolet on the inside lane. He's trying to take out the Grave Digger. Green light goes down. Digger's got the lead on a Black Pearl coming back now. What a ride! David Snyder throwing it down. Rich Wagner was throwing it down in the far lane, but what a come from behind win for the Black Pearl Chevrolet. As we go down to our photo finish, ladies and gentlemen, take a look at this. It wasn't by much, but Dave Snyder and Black Pearl beats out the Grave Digger here in round 2. Now next up in round 2 competition, the Crazy Cat Jason Wolf returns in Little Tiger at a Big Lake, Minnesota now stays on the inside lane. Black Stallion out of Hagerstown, Maryland. Joey Andrews at the wheel, ready to go in that far lane again. A battle of the Ford Oval here tonight. Who's going on to round 3? Black Stallion and Little Tiger now. Green light goes down. Stallion's got to lead. Little Tiger coming back on him. What a ride! And what a save by Andrews out of the far lane. Stallion almost turned it over, but the Crazy Cat Jason Wolf, Little Tiger, your round 2 winner over Black Stallion here at Danger Zone. Next up in round 2, your boy Shaggy returns. Matt Cheever, Grave Digger the legend, now back in the line. He takes on Sawyer Ramsdale, the new kid on the block out of Frackville, Pennsylvania. Sudden Impact stage now on the inside lane. He knows he's got a tall task at hand to take out Shaggy. Over there in the far lane, Grave Digger the legend ready to go. Green light goes down, the legend got him up the line. Sudden Impact trying to come back on Legend. The trouble rolls it over. It's Sawyer Ramsdale and Sudden Impact pick up the round 2 win over Grave Digger the legend, ladies and gentlemen. Shaggy went for a ride. The fans are going nuts, but what a break for Sawyer Ramsdale as we go back and look at the replay. Off the line, Shaggy schooled him there, but Sudden Impact starting to come back on him down the straight stretch. Watch the nose over here in the far lane. Booyah! Shaggy had nowhere to go. The front suspension gave way, and over she goes, does Grave Digger the legend. Now the MTA track crew and officials are down there to roll him back over. He's out of the truck, waving to the fans. He's A-OK. Just a tough break for the Shagster here tonight, and the crew getting that truck rolled over. There you see some body damage done to Grave Digger the legend. He wouldn't have it out any other way. If he wasn't going out in style, he doesn't want to go out at all. But Grave Digger the legend upside down here tonight. Sudden Impact advances into round 3, and Matt Cheever doing what he does best, satisfying the fans. Next up in round 2, we've got the return of Rudy Zilligy and Rage. He will now draw up against Jeremy Hiles and Escalade, ready to go in that far lane. Rolled it over in round 1 competition. He's back and ready to throw it down, but Rudy Zilligy and Rage isn't going to give it to him easy. Both trucks stage now as we get set for green. Off the line they go. Escalade with a slight lead. Rage now in trouble. Fall behind, tries to close the gap. Zilligy in trouble. Turns it over in the shutdown area. What a ride! Zilligy pulls the trigger over no man's land, didn't have enough, rolled the truck over. Jeremy Hiles and Escalade, your round 2 winner, taking out the Rage Machine. Now as we get set and ready to go for round 3 competition at Danger Zone, we hope you're enjoying the show so far. We've got just a few trucks left in competition. Round 3, it's down to the nitty gritty. Who is advancing on in the semifinals? Nicholas Moore returns in the brand new Snowhawk machine, now ready to take on another newcomer to the scene. This is Spooky out of the inside lane. Gunkster ready to go, turn it over in round 2. He's trying to keep it on all fours here in round 3. Boat truck stage now as we get set for green. Off the line they go, they're pretty much even down to the first jump, up and over the cars, and Snowhawk rolls it over. And Spooky and the Gunkster machine pick up the round 3 win Knocking out Snowhawk after his wild ride over there in the far lane, pleasing the fans here tonight because it wasn't enough to pick up the win over Gungster. Next up in round 3, it's a father-son matchup. Charlie Stevens returns in Blue Thunder after losing the body in round 2. He is now set to take on Walker Stevens. Son of a digger out of Poplar Branch, North Carolina, has been bad fast all night. He's now staged up in that far lane. There you see again the crew. Got the body back on Blue Thunder. Who's going on to semifinal competition here tonight at Danger Zone? Son of a digger versus Blue Thunder as we go green. Down the straight stretch, they go Blue Thunder with a hold shot. Digger's coming back on him and Blue Thunder walking the dog again. What a ride for Blue Thunder on the tailgate. Much like Mitch Brown did earlier here tonight. That truck just wants to go on the back tailgate, ladies and gentlemen. Not sure if it was enough to defeat Son of a Digger as we look at our photo finish. What an incredible race, ladies and gentlemen. He beat him on the tailgate. Blue Thunder advances in the semis. What a ride there for Charlie Stevens. But next up, we've got the Crazy Cat. Jason Wolf, the brand new Little Tiger machine in the far lane at a Big Lake, Minnesota. Now ready to take on the Black Pearl Chevrolet. David Snyder in the inside lane. Both these drivers have been competing on the MTA circuit for a long time. Here's the green light, Little Tiger and Black Pearl even down the stretch. Right lead the Little Tiger now and Black Pearl coming back on him. The Chevrolet pulls the trigger over the last set of cars, and I do believe he outran Little Tiger on a big come-from-behind win here as we go down to our photo finish, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the finish line right there. David Snyder, Black Pearl, pulling out the round 3 victory over Little Tiger. Now next up to close out round 3 competition, Jeremy Hiles and Escalade back in action to take on Sawyer Ramsdale against Sudden Impact Ford out of Frackville, Pennsylvania. 2 new kids on the block. They want their first big event win here tonight, and one of them's got to go on the trailer. Who's it going to be moving on to semis? Escalade taking on Sudden Impact. Green light goes down now. They're even down the straight stretch now to the first set of cars. The big time area is close all the way down to the finish line. Both these new drivers are throwing it down here at the Danger Zone in a race too close to call from up here in the booth. Let's go down to our photo finish and see if we can't figure out who won. It's going to be Sawyer Ramsdale and Sudden Impact by inches over the Escalade. And ladies and gentlemen, round 3 was so close to call. We now have 4 trucks remaining in semifinals. Charlie Stevens returns in the Built Ford Tough Blue Thunder after a couple of wild rides here tonight at Danger Zone, losing the body in round 1 and turning it over, and then riding it on the tailgate there in round 3. Incredible racing so far. Spooky now ready to go in the inside lane. The brand new Gungster's been running strong. 1 truck's going to the finals. Green light goes down now and Blue Thunder got him up the line. Looks like Gungster trying to come back on him, rolls it over across the line, and Charlie Stevens and Blue Thunder keeps it on all 4s this time, and the body's still intact. Gungster is on the trailer. Charlie Stevens and Blue Thunder is in the finals. But the question remains, who's he going to meet there? Is it going to be Sawyer Ramsdale and the Sudden Impact Ford out of Frackville, Pennsylvania, now staged on the inside lane? Or is it going to be the come-from-behind kid, David Snyder and Black Pearl Chevrolet in that far lane? He's been bad fast all night long, but so is Sudden Impact, who meets Blue Thunder in the finals. Green light goes down now, and they're even on the start. Black Pearl pulling the lead now. Sudden Impact coming from behind, and Sawyer Ramsdale, Sudden Impact pick up the semifinal win over the Black Pearl Chevrolet, ladies and gentlemen. The kid just put the screws to the Chevrolet out of the far lane, and Sudden Impact is in the finals, ladies and gentlemen. As we get ready to rock and roll at the Danger Zone, the finals are set. It's going to be a Ford Oval shootout. Charlie Stevens and Blue Thunder will take on Sawyer Ramsdale and Sudden Impact. Now, we've seen Charlie Stevens and Blue Thunder in the final rounds before. He knows the pressure and knows what he's got to do. However, on the inside lane, Sawyer Ramsdale, his first time in the finals in Sudden Impact. The pressure's on. Who takes home the Danger Zone win? Blue Thunder versus Sudden Impact. It's showtime here in Danger Zone down the straight stretch. They're dead even to the first set of cars, and Sawyer pulls it out. Blue Thunder turns it over. What a ride for Stevens out of the far lane, and Sawyer Ramsdale and Sudden Impact into the wall. He did pick up the win here in the finals at the Danger Zone. And look at Blue Thunder. The fans are going nuts, ladies and gentlemen. What a ride and what a race for the finals here at Danger Zone. And ladies and gentlemen, look at the replay here. Pretty much even out of the gate. Down the straight stretch, they're hanging even with each other as they go up and over no man's land. Right here, Blue Thunder gets himself into trouble, turning the truck over. And Sudden Impact just laying down the best pass that he could, and he did pick up the event win. So ladies and gentlemen, your Danger Zone event winner here tonight, Sawyer Ramsdale and Sudden Impact. And ladies and gentlemen, what a great night of racing here at Danger Zone. Again, the road that leads to Monster Mania started here tonight, and Sawyer, Ramsdale, and Sudden Impact is on top. We all hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure, if you haven't already, crunch that subscribe button, and we'll catch you down the road. See you next time.